Good morning children. I would like you to explain the way how to create a class. See, when we want to use a class in our program, there must be a keyword class has to be used, followed by a space, then name of the class. The rule it should be obey how we are using the variable like. So name of the class followed by the colon. See here, this is the class name. This is the keyword must be begin with the class, and then after this colon it has to be indented. So the rest of the statement can be indented. They didn't use the data directly. We want to use the data, that is the variable what we want to define, that must be inside the function called def underscore init underscore. So this must be the function name. It is a default function name. If you are not using also, it will be created by the class. Yes, can have the argument of self. Self refers the data which is going to be used inside the class, can be used anywhere with the help of the word self. Yes, then colon, whatever the data we want to use, that must be given with a self dot. The dot operator must be there. Here the instance variable balance, that is the name of the variable balance, is created. Okay, here fourth, every object of this class will have a variable named balance. Now this the variable balance is created inside the class. So whatever the object we are going to create for this class can use this variable. Yes, the object creation must be that the variable should be here inside this function. Object creation must be the name of the class. That we will discuss later. How we can create an object. Now the class can have a def initiate function with the argument of self followed by a colon. Inside the function we can use the variables whatever we want to use. Then next, we have another function, that is a function inside the class are called member function or the methods. We have another function deposit of, for this the class bank account. Here each and every member function must have the first argument of self to use the variable what and all we are using inside the function. So all the member function must have the self as a first argument followed by the argument which we want to pass to this function. So the deposit function can have an argument of amount followed by colon. Then we have the process what we want to do this function. That is the self dot balance can have balance with the amount of what we are passing can be added and stored there. Okay, this is going to return the balance amount to the called place. Then we have one more member function called withdraw of. Here the self must be the first argument of any member function. Then we have one more argument of amount. So the amount is more than the self balance, we cannot return the amount. We cannot take out the amount. So withdrawal is not possible. We can return the command as return insufficient fund. If the amount is less than, that is the condition gets fails, the balance can be deducted with the amount can be returned there. We able to understand how the class can be defined. A class keyword, class name followed by colon. Then whatever the data we want to use here, that the data should be given in the def initiate. This the function must be compulsorily there. If you are not using any variable, no need to use this function. So here the initiate function which help us to create the variable inside the class, that is attributes, the data items of a class. Then we can have a members and methods inside the class. The member and methods can have the needed processing inside the member function. Each and every member function must have the self as a first argument. I hope that you are able to understand to create a class. Thank you.